What's up, everybody? Welcome to 3D Rivals, the podcast where we talk about movies and comics and everything in between. My name is Darren, aka DJ, and today I am joined by my two siblings, Denise.
Hello, everyone.
And my brother, Derek.
What's up?
No one likes you. Okay, so we're gonna this week talk about Batman, the Batman movies from 1989 till today, and we'll rank them much like we did our MCU movie ranking. Should be fun. But of course, we're gonna hop into the news. First, it's going to be a little section I call Small Bits, and this is just small bits of news, not really important, but I just want to kind of give a mention to some of the stuff happening. So, there's another Scooby-Doo movie coming out from Warner Brothers.
Is it with the same people?
Oh, great.
No, there's talks of like Zac Efron and something like that. Yeah.
Actually, I would prefer the regular people then.
Terminator has a name for its next movie. It's called Terminator Dark Fate. And Junkie XL will be doing the music for it. So, hooray for Terminator.
I kind of just feel like I should just come up with titles for movies. I think I can come up with better titles.
Oh, you didn't like Genesis? Terminator Genesis? Because for whatever reason, they spelled Terminator weird. Terminator Genesis.
I did not like that. I felt like they were like, let's find another way to spell Genesis.
There is no other way to spell Genesis. It's just Genesis. They could have gone, that was a unique title enough. They could have just left it as Genesis.
Right.
Idiots.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, so
that's gonna be my new job career. I'm going to come up with titles.
Oh, okay. I don't know if that is a single job to make titles to movies.
We can make it. We can make that.
Okay.
And get somebody with the movie voice. Just me. Yeah. Look, Genesis.
Fair enough.
Theaters everywhere.
Theaters everywhere. The Japanese voice actor from Frozen, who did the Japanese version of Olaf, was arrested for cocaine possession.
Oh, I read that. I didn't know who he was. So.
I mean, I don't know who he is either. I think it's just funny. Like, it's kind of ironic that it's a movie about snow, and he got arrested for cocaine. You think he was like pouring a big old pile of cocaine on his desk, and he's like, "Do you want to build a snowman?" All right. So yeah, that happened anyway. There is a rumor that Jurassic World is coming to Netflix in some capacity, either a TV show or a movie, and somehow like that.
So we're not getting the movie? We're getting a Jurassic something or another?
I don't know if it's cutting the movie out. I think it might just be a thing with Netflix, because some hacker people found some deep stuff on Netflix and blah, 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 and then lined up with some stuff that the studio had, whatever. So it seems like we might be getting some stuff there.
I need hackers to do,
That was the worst explanation.
Well, this is why it's in small bits. Okay. It was just a little thing.
Okay. All right.
I need hackers to hack important stuff.
Like what?
I don't know, but...
The bank?
Social Security office and give me extra money, something, I don't know.
No.
them hacking no. Netflix and putting out information, that does me no good. I don't really care.
I think what happened was some people got how Netflix give you the little preview and it popped up for them. So some people were like, "Oh, it's this," and then they looked further into it and saw some things. So that's basically it.
So things was accidentally released.
Yeah, most likely. Okay. Next bit of news: Detective Pikachu may end up being spun off into a whole cinematic universe. The producer was asked this in an interview. Now, nothing was set in stone, but he said they're focusing on that movie for now, but kind of like Iron Man, if it does really well, he says it's a good possibility for them to make a Pokemon cinematic universe.
We don't need that.
No, we don't.
No, we don't.
Because what would be the next movie?
I don't know. It's like no one saw this coming. This wasn't something that anyone expected. I mean, like, our reaction to them saying they were coming out with a live-action movie was why. But apparently it looks good, so...
Right, but why can't it just stop at one? Besides money. You know what I mean? Like, if Detective Pikachu turns out to be a good movie, fine. I don't need another one.
Yeah.
Right.
I would say it probably would be okay as long as they don't make it the anime.
Well... No, they're not gonna do that.
Because that's just horrible, you know.
They should do a live-action Yu-Gi-Oh movie.
No? How about no?
You going down, Kaiba.
Good lord. Anyhow, so, yeah, that's a thing that could happen. I guess. I mean, we'll see what happens. Everybody's trying these universe things, and I guess there's enough stuff with Pokemon for them to do it. So, Denise, you look so displeasured.
All the time? Blue-Eye White Dragon?
Yes. Are you still talking about Yu-Gi-Oh? No one's talking about Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yes. Like, just all of a sudden he becomes grown.
Yeah. That's how that works. Okay, on to the regular news. Now, this is to be taken with a grain of salt. It's not set in stone, but it seems that Taskmaster may be the villain for the new Black Widow movie.
I feel that.
Is Taskmaster
I like that choice.
The guy who can copy everyone's moves?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah, he's got perfect muscle memory. It's his power set. So, like, all he has to do is pretty much see you fight once, and he can mimic it, making him a really hard person to fight against, because he knows all your moves.
All right. One, I gotta say, I am very proud that I knew who he was.
Good job, Denise.
Basically, his power is like on Civil War when Iron Man had to study Captain America's moves.
Yeah.
But that is his power set.
Iron Man studied Captain America's moves in Civil War?
Yeah, when Captain America was beating him up and he had the AI analyze his moves.
Oh, at the end?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Taskmaster, that is his ability. Period.
Is that a power ability?
Not really. I mean, well, for it to be perfect kind of makes it a power. Because, I mean, yeah, there's people on Earth that has a really good muscle memory. However, perfect muscle memory is kind of...
Okay.
But, I mean, just think about it. Let's say he's fighting, like, Daredevil or Wolverine. You know, somebody with fighting ability. And it's just like, under normal circumstances, they could beat him.
And then he
but
learns
by him
their
studying
moves.
their moves, then he learns their moves.
Yeah.
Okay, that is kind of cool. So, is he traditionally Black Widow's adversary, or?
He's a Avengers villain. I
was going to say Avengers and possibly Shield.
Yeah, I did a little research on him. He first appeared in Avengers number 195. It was like in the 80s, something like that. So, yeah, he started off as an Avengers villain. I think he shows up with Deadpool a lot, too. So, yeah. Pretty cool. I think this is an excellent choice as a villain for Black Widow, since she's such a adept fighter in the movies. You know, it's a good way to make the movie really interesting, you know, to have someone that's really difficult for her to beat, you know.
Any word of whether or not Bucky and Hawkeye are going to show up in this movie?
We still don't know yet.
I really want that to happen.
I'm sure you do. But, hey, I would say this would make for some good hand-to-hand combat, you know, in the movie. Kind of like Winter Soldier. It has some really good hand-to-hand combat in it. It was pretty good. Yeah. I'm looking forward to Black Widow movie. I want to see it.
I am, too. I think we've been talking about wanting to see a Black Widow movie for like 2 years now.
Yeah, like back when we didn't think we were ever going to get one. So now it's actually happening. This is awesome. Okay, next bit of news. This kind of flew under the radar for us, but there's a movie coming out called Brightburn. I think it's coming out in like a month or two, and it's essentially at its core about like a Superman like figure who like it asks the question, what would happen if Superman just went bad off the rip from when he was a childhood? When he was a childhood. That's
yeah, we know your English ain't good.
No, okay. But yeah, it asked the question, what would happen if Superman was evil from the get go? And I didn't hear about it, and I saw some of the trailers. I thought it looked interesting. You know.
Really? So I saw this trailer a few months ago, and I'm like, this looked really weird. And I without like reading into the synopsis or whatever, I didn't realize it's like kind of like if Superman was bad, this is what he'd be like. I was just like, this is creepy. So
oh yeah, well it's billed as a horror movie.
Yeah, but now that I kind of know what the plot premise is, it's not as creepy, but it's still weird.
It's kind of weird. I think the kid is the...
it's the kid from Stranger Things, isn't he?
No, I think Daredevil. Well, he played Daredevil as a kid.
It's the kid from Daredevil.
Yeah. So they got Elizabeth Banks in here, and then that one guy. Wasn't he on The Office? The guy playing the father?
Oh, he was Roy,
yeah. Yeah. So, a couple of known faces in here. Knowing the premise...
it was produced by James Gunn, right?
Yeah. It's a James Gunn movie.
It's the Gunn's brothers.
It's the Gunn's brothers?
Yeah, it's
How
James
are y'all
Gunn,
saying this?
The Gunn's
Brian
brothers.
Gunn, and Mark Gunn. So it's James, Mark, Brian. And it said it was announced in 2017, an untitled film by the producer James Gunn, and his brothers Brian and Mark were writing the script. So this was the untitled film that he was working on.
Oh, okay. All right. I might check it out and see what it's like, see how this movie is. And
May 24th is the release date.
May 24th? Okay.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to be on vacation because, that's my vacation time. What?
Oh, no, it's Memorial Day weekend.
Okay, I'm about to say I can't go on vacation.
Yeah, I'm on vacation then, too.
Why?
Because I want to be on vacation. Sheesh.
You don't deserve a vacation. Anyhow, yeah, I thought that was really interesting. It's kind of like, how the Injustice story is pretty interesting because it's like, what if Superman decided to take over the world?
So then how do you stop this guy? Is there like a little miniature Batman or something? Oh, no, it got to be someone who was evil who's good now.
Well, okay, so he's not actually Superman, although you can clearly see
he got all of his powers.
Yeah.
And he had a little red cape in the trailer.
Yeah, but it's not, they can't use Superman.
So, okay, fine. This guy named Wayne Bruce comes and stop him, then.
Wayne Bruce.
He's going to be Raptor Man.
Why a raptor?
Because that's a daytime predator. And I'll, you know what? Forget it. Because the comics usually use Owlman, okay? So I wanted to go with the opposite, okay? Fine.
It was just an interesting choice. I'm glad you had a reason for it.
Anyhow. So, yeah, I just don't know where they're going with it and how they beat him. Like, is there going to be, like, some rock?
It's blue kryptonite.
It's going to be blue kryptonite? Okay. We just
that makes sense.
Yeah. It did look like that one scene with the lady and the light blew out and she had the glass stuck in her eye. I was like, dude, that. Oof.
Yeah.
But it's kind of realistic because you know how in movies, like the glass would break and the person would have no cut on them at all. True. So it's like, come on. So at least it's a bit more realistic, I guess. Yeah. So, I want to see what that's about. So, Brightburn, May 24th. If you guys haven't heard about it, maybe check it out. See, or let us know what you think about it. And if you're going to go see it or not. Next up, Toy Story 4. There was a trailer, an actual trailer for Toy Story 4 that dropped. First off, what did you guys think?
I don't know. It was okay.
No. What? Okay. We'll come back to Denise on that. And Derek, what did you think about it?
I was sold on Toy Story 4 already, so I'm with Denise on this. I'm like, with the trailer, it didn't change me either way.
Okay. All right.
So.
Mm-hmm.
Did it make you want to go see it?
I have some questions. I have some questions asked. Like, okay, one, and so now apparently any object can be made into a toy.
Right. Like, is it a toy because she stuck some glue on it?
So what's the rules of this universe, right? So, like, she made it into a toy and all of a sudden it's alive. So, so plastic sporks aren't normally alive.
So is it a toy because you want it to be a toy?
Yeah, so is it...
Oh, maybe that is the rule.
Is it the child's love that makes them alive?
No one loves a spork.
She loves the spork.
The spork is the worst utensil ever.
It is. It's kind of useless.
No, I'm thinking like maybe because she plays with it like a toy on why it's alive.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, yeah. So it's the kid's love that makes it into a toy. Her playing with it sends off love juices.
Was there a scene where she was like sleeping with this spork?
What?
I feel like there was. Like she had it like in the bed with her. That is how you lose an eye.
Weird. Yeah. Like, okay, I would expect her to have like the Woody toy or the teddy bear.
I'm like, maybe I'm just making it up, but I thought I remember that scene.
Did she have a toy porcupine or something?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I would expect. But okay. She's just creative, okay? She's got a pretty good imagination.
I'm with you. Watching it caused more questions, so I don't know.
So we got that, and then apparently Bo Peep is like a beast now. You know,
where was Bo Peep all this time?
I don't know. Wasn't she in the last one?
I don't remember. I'm guessing.
Yeah, I haven't watched the last one in a while. I have it on Blu-ray, so I should pop that in and check it out. But yeah, I'll have to see because I don't know what happened with Bo Peep. I thought she was with the rest of the toys, but apparently she wasn't somehow. Did she stay back at the school that they were at?
I don't remember. I don't.
Okay.
I don't remember what happened to Bo Peep.
Anyway, in the trailer, she's like, Ninja Bo Peep right now. However, I have the question, is Bo Peep going to be the villain of this movie? Because it had this one scene where, like, once she's trying to get Woody to stay away from the kid, right? And then it was the split second, but it was like Woody and Sporky was leaving. And she said, don't let them leave. So I think they're going to do a little twist and Bo Peep's going to be the villain.
I don't think she's going to be like a villain.
You don't think so?
No.
That'd be interesting. I think it would be really good if they did that, though.
For Bo Peep to be the villain?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I guess because usually she's like so nice and now she's not so nice.
Yeah.
And now, like, I really wish I remember what happened to her. Did they lose her in the second one?
I don't know. We gotta watch all three of these movies again before this movie comes out.
I was like, I'm getting bits and pieces of all the movies right now, and it's just like, oh.
Okay.
Yeah. I will have to watch it all of them again.
I have no way of watching these movies.
Just for, just like the small that I'm not remembering.
Right.
Yeah, the small I know the premise of every movie. Yeah. With some small details which might be coming up in this one. So, maybe we'll do like a little review of the Toy Story movies before this one comes out. I think this one comes out in June? July?
I think it's July.
July.
Well, so, you got a friend in me.
Oh my goodness. Oh no. No, just no.
That was perfect.
No, it wasn't. It didn't work at all. It was nothing like, do you want to build a snowman with cocaine? You think he made like a little Olaf? Cocaine Olaf?
But you got a friend in me didn't work.
No, it didn't. Okay, so also we have the question by the end of the movie: will Woody leave? Is this the end of Toy Story?
Is this the end of Toy Story, though?
Yeah.
Is the fourth one the last one? Is that what they're saying?
I think they did say it was going to be the last one.
Wasn't the third one supposed to be the last one? Third one would have been a perfect
end.
end.
Yeah, it was supposed to be because Andy passed the toys on to Bonnie, who's the girl in this movie. So that was supposed to be kind of the end. So maybe they're starting a new trilogy.
No, because one, I don't like Bonnie as much as I liked Andy.
What? She's cute. You don't like Bonnie? Yeah. Oh, come on. Don't be a hater.
I just like Andy better, that's all.
We barely saw Andy.
It doesn't matter, I like them better.
Okay. Okay. Now, the more news on the Disney-Fox merger. So, Disney has closed Fox 2000. This is the studio that made Fault in Our Stars and The Devil Wears Prada, stuff like that.
Okay.
It's estimated that about 5,000 jobs will be lost in this closing. So, it's kind of just updating news on that again. So we're getting more news on what's happening. Also, it's kind of a rumor that the Alien franchise is going to be on TV now.
Oh, but it's going to be the same though, right?
I
mean, you know,
the same. You can't change it.
Right, that's what I'm saying. They're not going to like cut things, right?
What do you mean?
Because Disney's supposed to be family friendly, right? Alien's not family friendly.
Well, that's why they have Fox.
Oh.
Yes.
So it's going to be on like Hulu or something?
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, a lot of their unfamily friendly stuff is not going to be on their streaming service, but it'll be on Hulu. But I mean, when I say on TV, like they're
TV?
Yeah, they're going to be continuing the franchise on TV instead of movies.
How can you show Alien on TV?
Well, if it's Hulu TV, you can do it.
What you mean?
Yeah.
You said didn't you say not a streaming service?
No, no. Did I say
do
that?
It on TV.
I thought you said that.
What I mean is that not just streaming the movies, but continuing the franchise from now on. It's probably going to be a TV series.
Okay, I got that. And I said, oh, is it going to be on Hulu?
Oh. Well, I missed that. Probably. Or I doubt it'll be on Disney Plus.
That was what my question was.
It can be on Fox 8.
How could it be on Fox?
Oh,
You
Fox
cannot
8.
show Alien on Fox 8. And first of all, it's only 8 in Cleveland.
Yeah, it's Fox.
Oh,
Just say
right.
Fox because...
Yeah, sorry. Fox.
Right. So, yeah, no, that's horrible. You need a bigger budget for Alien.
You need a bigger budget. They'll cut out all the stuff that makes Alien.
Yeah.
Because you can't do that.
Yeah. I say no on that. However, I think they can do a better job in these latest movies, like Prometheus and stuff.
I'm down for them making better movies. And what was the last one? I didn't like that one either.
Was it Covenant?
Yes.
Yeah,
I didn't
Alien
like
Covenant,
it.
yeah.
I think it was Covenant.
Yeah, it was very disappointing.
Yeah, so maybe we get a semi-reboot of the franchise, you know?
I'm fine with that. When was the first one? 1978 or something?
Was it? Was it that long ago?
I don't know.
Maybe not.
It was a long time ago.
Well,
yeah, so, I mean, if they do well with this franchise, I'm excited to see it. And I guess to kind of ease everybody, on Disney's website, like, their front banner already has Deadpool, The Simpsons, and Avatar on it.
They're going to show The Simpsons on a Disney channel?
Well, this is just Disney's website. So, like, for the company, the Disney company. So, The Simpsons probably be on Hulu. But, yeah.
1979.
79 for Alien? Okay. So, yeah. So, everybody that was worried about, not receiving certain content, you know, that Fox owns, Disney clearly saying, like, they're proud of the stuff that they have because they're displaying it front and center.
So, does this change any of the stuff that's showing up on, like, FX now? Because, you know, like, The Simpsons, every episode is playing on FX.
Yeah, it's shown on FX. That's true.
As far as we know, the FX is still going to be FX. So, I don't know. I mean, you might see some of the content change, but as far as we know, that's not going to change. Because they already came out before the merger was finished and said they weren't changing Fox from being called Fox. So Fox is still going to have its names. But some of the studios like Fox.
And you know what? FX was already showing a lot of the MCs anyway.
The what now? Say that again.
FX was already showing a lot of the MC movies anyway to begin with.
Oh, like the Marvel movies?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you come to think about it, like, it kind of makes sense for them to close Fox 2000. If they were making movies like The Fault in Our Stars and The Devil Wears Prada, Disney already makes those kind of movies.
Do they? What is Disney's equivalent to The Devil's Wear Prada?
I don't know. 101 Dalmatians.
No.
No?
No. That was going to be my question. Like, does that mean they're not going to... I mean, I'm not a fan of Fault of Our Stars, but The Devil Wears Prada is a good movie.
Yeah, but isn't that a type of movie that the Disney company can put out?
Is it? Have you seen The Devil's Wear Prada?
I fell asleep on it when my wife was...
It's a good movie.
I never watched it.
Never watched it. I have it on DVD.
Whatever.
I guess I can watch it one of these days.
It doesn't seem like the type of movie that Disney would put out.
Okay. All right. I don't know. See, I was under the impression, because these are movies that I don't normally watch. I was under the impression that that's kind of the same type of Disney movies, but maybe not.
It's not a very happy movie.
Well, does Disney movies have to be happy?
Aren't they all happy?
Is Pirates of the Caribbean happy?
He's kind of a...
Yes.
Yeah, I guess. I've never seen one
it's
of those
not
movies.
Really like Disney, like...
What was it rated?
13, PG-13.
I've never seen Pirates of the Caribbean, so I cannot say.
Wow. Okay. well then. But yeah, there's going to be a lot more news with Disney and Fox, so unfortunately we're probably going to be talking about them every week. Just because
yeah, there's going to be a lot going on.
Yeah. But sorry for the 5,000 jobs that looks like it's going to be lost. That really sucks. But that's that whole corporate merger type of deal. So let's go on to our main topic of the evening. Batman. Batman. You gotta do
with
the Batman.
red bat phone.
I'm not.
You're not gonna do the Batman? You gotta do the Batman.
Right. Oh, and when it cuts through the scenes,
yeah, the little spinning bat symbol. I wonder if I can get that audio and put it in.
Holy breadcrumbs, Robin.
Holy breadcrumbs.
Never has he said that.
Wow.
And it was Robin who was always holy something or another.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right.
And they threw that in Batman Forever, which is perfect. Was perfect. So, all of those references, of course, from the 1960s Adam West Batman, which this is going to be a part of our... It's not going to be a part of our ranking, but we do have to give a little homage to that. That is, it's Batman. You can't say it's not Batman. It is. It's campy, but it's Batman.
It is. It's always entertaining. I mean, it's silly. I think I seen a couple episodes when I was over at our parents' house one day. Yeah. And it was like the silliest thing, but it is enjoyable to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. Still. I mean, I would never forget shark repellent.
Or was it in a movie when like he's running around with the bomb because it's like there's ducks in the ocean, can't blow up the ducks.
Oh
right,
yeah,
he was gonna throw it into the.
Yeah, and he didn't want to blow up the ducks because Batman cares about the environment.
But can we say though about the Batmobile?
What about
Batmobile? Was kind of lightweight dope.
Okay, you cut out.
Yes, but I got the most of that. Yeah, no, it was kind of cool though.
Yeah, the Batmobile was it an actual Maserati?
No, was Maserati out back then?
I'm pretty sure it was.
I don't know, but no, I think it was a Pontiac, wasn't it, Derek?
It might have been a Pontiac, but hey, that's what we got Google for.
I know there's people out there with like that actual Batmobile.
Yeah.
It's pretty sweet. I like it.
Yeah.
I would drive it. All right, so But on to the actual movies. So I would say Batman in cinema really started in 1989 with Batman, with Michael Keaton playing Bruce Wayne and Batman. So we'll do a small review of each of these movies, and then we can
rank them. Okay.
1989.
I already know what you don't like about the movie.
Oh. I'll get to what I don't like about this movie.
But I liked the movie. I thought it was good. I thought Jack Nicholson's Joker was fantastic. Especially, I mean, looking at it now, it is kind of shows an age.
Yeah, I'm like, you have to concede that it was 1989. So, yeah.
And it was their first time doing something like that.
Yeah.
But I think it's a great movie. I like it, and if it's on TV, I will watch it.
Derek?
I agree. I love the first Batman. I think it was well written. It was good actors in the movie as well. And I didn't feel like, it was like overacting or anything like that. And then, I mean, come on, dude. That Batmobile? That Batmobile was dope.
That was dope. And it had the little shield that came on and stuff. Oh, dude.
Hey, with the microphone, shield.
Oh man, let us not talk about how many people Batman killed in this movie. But
that's true.
It was collateral damage. It doesn't count.
True. Yeah, the thing is, like I think we mentioned it last week, it wasn't like so blatant that Batman killed these people. So in watching it, even like first time I watched it, I never thought about it until someone points out like, no, that person would be dead.
True.
I do like this movie. This is actually one of the best Batman movies. It's actually where we got the inspiration for the cartoon that came out in the 90s.
Oh, in the Batman animated series cartoon.
Yes.
It's got to be one of the best superhero cartoons.
I think it is the best.
Well, you had that shift to the darker tones, which really works for Batman.
Yeah.
So it really brought out the character. Like I really like that. Michael Keaton was perfect, even though the suit is kind of weird. But again, I'm going to give it to him. That was 1989, and for 1989, that looks really good.
Yeah, I think Michael Keaton made a good Batman / Bruce Wayne, and I know at that time a lot of people did not like the idea because he was more of a comedic actor.
Yeah.
I know nothing about that. So for me, Michael Keaton being Batman means absolutely nothing. But I feel like acting-wise, I think he's probably one of the best we've had.
Yeah. I mean, we could see that from his role in Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like, Michael Keaton brings it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then Jack Nicholson as the Joker.
Great choice.
Yes, dude.
Yeah.
But Jack Nicholson is a great actor, though, man. He's a great actor.
Yeah. So, and one of the things I remember, it's been a couple years since I watched this Batman movie, but I remember when I rewatched it, because I was thinking comparing the two Jokers, the one we got in Batman, The Dark Knight, which we'll get to later on. But I remember thinking, Dark Knight was so dark with how they portrayed the Joker, but when you really look at this Joker was dark too.
Yeah. I think it's because, again, there's like the year it came out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I feel like if you look at him on like kind of how the Joker was and like the things he were doing, I find them very similar.
Yeah, well, he killed the dude with a pen.
Yeah.
Or a quill pen at that.
Oh, and then the guy he burned to a crisp.
Yeah.
With the hand shocker, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And his girlfriend, and when she asked about what happened to her.
Oh, yeah.
And he said she killed herself.
Oh, and he killed
he had her wearing that weird mask with some kind of poisons and stuff on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he killed the mob boss guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So very similar.
Yeah, that was it. It was this is a great movie. Now, it's just sitting on the list for now because we haven't gone over any others. But let's talk about its sequel, Batman Returns.
So Batman Returns, I did not like. I thought it was very weird. I did not like the Penguin in it.
That was so creepy.
It was just so strange.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I agree with Batman Returns. It it is kind of weird. I don't know, and I have a hard time watching it.
Right, but I mean,
Just,
go ahead and finish.
yeah, I was just gonna say it's just like I don't know. It was just weird.
Yeah, I think that's the best way to describe it. But I did think Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman wasn't bad.
Yeah.
It was just a lot of strangeness.
I don't know why she actually had 9 lives. That was kind of weird.
Yeah.
But, I hear, like, this one was just Tim Burton being Tim Burton.
His movies are weird.
Because Tim Burton is a weirdo. And I'm not surprised Johnny Depp wasn't in this movie. So, yeah, it was... So you had, like, the penguin was just super creepy in this. Like, it was just unsettling, I guess. Like you said, Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman I thought was pretty good. But, I don't remember much about this movie besides that. I just remember how creepy the penguin is.
Yeah, there's, like, bits and pieces, and it was amazing because I was, like, an adult when I finally seen it. And it's like, I don't know. Since everything was just so weird, I can't put it all together into like one conclusive movie.
Yeah, I remember. So wasn't he running for mayor or something? The penguin.
Yeah, the penguin was running for mayor, and it had that weird guy. What's his name?
Christopher Walken.
Yes.
Yes, Christopher Walken.
Yeah, and he was like helping him or something. It was a lot going on.
Yeah.
And there was like rubber ducks, and they were living underground.
We did get the Batman Catwoman relationship though.
Well, you can't have Batman without Catwoman.
Yeah. So then marks the change.
Yeah.
So in the rankings, we're obviously putting Batman above Batman Returns.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So because of the dark nature of these first two movies, parents had an issue. And they were saying, we don't want our Batman movie to be dark. So they slid back into the 60s. And then we get Batman Forever.
Which I will say I find it entertaining, but it is not a good movie.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you on that. I have to say I like the movie because
I like the movie too.
I liked it when I was a kid, and I can't not like it now.
Right, but really, it's not a good movie.
No, objectively, this movie is horrible. It should not, but this ranking is not about quality of movie. It's about how we feel. So, Batman Forever, Tommy Lee Jones, Jim Carrey. Mm-hmm. We have our new Batman and Val Kilmer, I guess. And then the worst Robin ever to be Robin.
Well, first of all, he's like 40 years old.
Right. I always question that. Even as a kid, I questioned it. Because, so in Batman Forever, Robin loses his family, and Batman adopts Dick Grayson. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, I always thought, like, why is he adopting this grown man?
Right.
Like,
I mean, this kid is clearly like 25 years old.
It makes no sense.
It's just like they couldn't find someone at least 18 and pretend like he's 16 or something.
I am so glad in our movies nowadays that we try to get people that actually look like children or actually are children to play children.
Why is it so hard to find someone who looks young? This dude looked 30.
And he was horrible.
Yes,
The one point of continuity is our Alfred.
Yes.
Yes, it was the same Alfred.
Yeah, this is how we know that this is a sequel to Batman Returns.
The story continued on because they kept the...
I don't know what happened to Batman in Alfred.
Everything about him changed.
So... Let's go through this movie. First of all, there was this story about how, like, Jim Carrey ran into Tommy Lee Jones at a restaurant, like, while they were shooting, and he went up to talk to him, and Tommy Lee Jones was just like, I do not agree with your buffoonery. I'm like,
Can we just say, though, that Jim Carrey probably saved a little bit of good of the movie?
Oh, this movie's good because of Jim Carrey. That's
like
it.
his role as the Riddler is like classic, dude.
All the lines you remember from this movie is the Riddler.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
hilarious.
Except for the one part when the Riddler come and visit the Two-Face and he's like, "Let me see if you bleed green."
But I just feel like everything was so over the top.
It was very over the top.
And I know that's what they were trying to do. I just feel like...
Well, you gotta remember, so if you're going back to the 60s Batman, so that was campy and over the top, so they tried that again, but in our modern, movie making style. Which, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that doesn't make sense in this.
Like why Nicole Kidman was so hot in the pants for Batman?
Yeah, what was up with that? What was up with that?
Chase Meridian.
I can't. I'm in love with someone else.
So tell me, Bruce, you have nightmares?
That movie's weird. Now you reminded me of all the side stuff besides the Riddler. This movie's weird. What about the bomb in the beginning? Why did it take so long to blow up? And what kind of bomb is that big? Like, what is that?
And then another thing, what was the Two-Face purpose of blowing up the circuit?
He wanted Batman.
You know, that's not really explained.
Well, he told Batman to reveal himself, which I don't know why he thought Batman was at the circus.
Because all the rich people were at the circus. So he was saying, remember he said, one of you pasty-faced rich bastards or something like that is probably in the audience. He's like, you have 2 minutes.
Okay. All right. So, that's why. Okay. They did explain it. It kind of doesn't make sense. I would not assume Batman was at a circus. No.
Well, it was a big event, so Batman's probably like, even if he wasn't at the circus, he's in the background looking out for it, right? All these rich people sitting up in here.
Oh, yeah. He would probably protect him. Mm-hmm. And, hey, you know what? Sound design? Come on. You remember the sounds from this movie, the music?
Yeah. Oh, Gotham City.
Oh, no.
Oh, Lord.
No.
Gotham City. City of Justice.
Can we just say this Batmobile was weird?
Yes.
This is a weird-looking Batmobile.
Yes. Oh, and the fact that it can drive on walls?
Yeah, it just drove up a wall. And then that's when he burned those people to a crisp with his little after thruster. Like, what? So, Batman killed plenty of people in this one, too.
Stolen because Dick Grayson just went on a joyride in the Batmobile?
Well, why is it when my alarm go off, I wanted to shut everything down. Like, why did intruder alert and then all the computer turns on, the suitcase open, the Batmobile? I'm like,
it's like everything opens up. It's like, oh, there's an intruder. Here's everything.
Here's everything.
That was kind of stupid.
Open up the safe while you're at
it. But yeah, Jim Carrey's Riddler, perfect. I loved it. Don't kill him. If you kill him, then you won't learn nothing. Do you like the jackets? It keeps me safe when I'm jogging at night. Batman Forever. Coming for you.
Coming for you.
I feel like that little line there, Bane is just doing an impression of that voice for the entire Dark Knight Rises movie.
Can we talk about how the riddles were so easy?
The riddles were really easy.
Like, I was like, they could have made them harder.
M-R-E.
Mr. E. What's another word for mystery? Enigma.
Like, no one thinks of that.
Right. Yeah, no one thinks of that.
Yeah. Why would I would just be like Mr. E? Okay, so we gotta figure out who Mr. E is.
Yeah, we would have been all day trying to figure that out. Thousands of people would have died. We still sitting in the Batcave like,
who's Mr. E? I don't know. This should give me more clues.
Right.
I mean, at least Batman did more detecting in this movie than he did in, like,
he did,
Batman v Superman.
It was easy detecting work.
He still detected. He didn't send an email. Is this you, Edward Nygma?
Facebook friend request.
Right. Okay.
Come up under you, people you may know, and it says Batman.
Right. Just Batman. Right. Oh, we're gonna get to silly Batman stuff in the next movie. But ranking. So Batman yes. Forever.
Yes.
Batman
and
Returns.
Batman Returns.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay. All right. I agree. I know some people may not agree because Batman Forever is a bad movie.
Should I be writing this down?
Oh, we can remember. It's only like 7 movies. Okay. We're okay.
All right.
Yeah. I've been writing it down, though.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow. Derek actually did something.
Well, look at you showing initiative.
Amazing.
Gotta keep my job. It's hard out here.
All right. The next movie, which is Batman Begins.
That's not the next movie.
No.
What do you mean? There's no other movie after Batman Forever. What are you talking about?
You can't skip it.
No.
Oh.
We have the wonderful movie of Batman and Robin.
Oh man, that movie.
Can we just say everything's bad?
Everything is so bad about it. So here's the thing: it's the same level of camp. It actually gets a little bit worse. But see, the problem is you don't have a Jim Carrey in that movie or a Tommy Lee Jones,
so it's not funny.
Yeah, you have Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Everyone, chill.
Oh God, and what's her name? Uma Thurman.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Kill Bill.
Who might have been a good Poison Ivy if the movie wasn't so cheesy and crappy.
Yeah. Like, if this was a regular type of movie.
And then for some reason, the brainless, voiceless Bane.
Yeah, what a waste of Bane. What a waste of Bane.
Oh, my goodness. And I was so pumped when they said Bane was going to be in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Horrible.
Yeah. And then, Batgirl.
I forgot. You know what? I forgot Batgirl was in this movie.
Because she's very forgettable.
She wasn't in the movie long.
It doesn't matter. She sucks. At least the Silverstone sucks.
She was doing the same thing Robin went in Batman Forever. And basically Robin was supposed to be the mature one and helping her get it together.
Okay, again, can we talk about how both of these people are 35 years old in this movie?
Yeah.
And why is she out for his niece?
Because they needed a reason to make her Batgirl. It's like the real
Is
Batgirl.
Jim Gordon not a thing?
The real Batgirl became Batgirl because she was just following in Batman's footsteps. She didn't find out who Batman was until after she was already Batgirl.
And they couldn't do that for some reason.
Well, I don't know why they couldn't do it. They didn't want to.
And where'd she get the suit from?
Because Commissioner Gordon was never like a main character in none of the Batman movies.
Which is a giant problem. Because they made him that fat guy. I'm sorry. I don't think it's fat people.
Wow, body shaming people? Just wow,
no,
man.
but it was just like, hey, we need Jim Gordon. And they just got a random guy to be Jim Gordon.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Jim Gordon is important to Batman.
Yeah. You know? And until Christopher Nolan's Batman's. But yeah, and the movies before then, it was just a random guy.
Yeah.
And I really think they missed the boat since he's such an important person to Batman's story.
He is. They missed the ball on that. And then this movie had other silly things, like why do they have ice skates built into their suit?
Batman's prepared for everything. Come on now.
Yes.
He never had ice skates built into his suit. You know why? Because Batman's not going to look silly ice skating. Because it's stupid.
The movie was bad. I can't even tell you the reason why they did the things they did.
A Bat credit card.
Yeah.
George Clooney as Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just everything's so bad.
Yeah.
This movie.
It was just weird seeing him as Batman. Like, that alone.
Well, yeah, because he went from being Dr. Ross to...
Yeah. So... Yeah, I can't even, just objectively bad all over the place with this. This movie, so it's Batman Forever, Batman Returns,
Batman and Robin.
50 other movies, Batman and Robin.
All the future Batman movies.
Oh my
Future
goodness.
Batman movies. That Bat Kid thing on Netflix.
Like, that's about a kid.
I know. I'm saying it's still
So it's
above.
safe to say that Batman and Robin is last.
Yeah, it's
So
a horrible
last
movie.
that is barely a footnote.
Yeah, it's dumb.
All right. I'm not even writing it on the same side of the paper.
Yeah, okay. So now we get into the Nolan verse. These Batman movies were very good. Let's start with Batman Begins.
Okay.
I thought it was good. It was a little slow starting off.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it was a good movie, and I don't know. I mean, there was nothing really. I did like Liam Neeson's Ra's al Ghul,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
It was cool. I would say that, and you guys know I am not a fan of Christian Bale's Batman. I mean, I think the movies are great. I just don't think he's a great Batman.
I'd say fair enough on that. I mean,
What, you don't like the dark voices?
oh yeah, we have to do the Batman voice for the rest of the podcast now.
I'm Batman.
I'm Batman. Swear to me.
I'm not wearing any hockey pads.
Why did he do that
Where
voice?
is he?
Where are they? No. I don't know why he chose that voice. so
Oh,
horrible.
man, so perfect. Yes. Can I just say this about the Chris Nolan series of Batman?
Well, we're talking about
That-
Batman Begins now.
Oh, okay. That we just all of a sudden just throw in Rachel Dawes.
I don't even know. Was she a real character?
Yeah, is she a real person?
I
I thought they made her
don't know.
up. She's
Yeah,
definitely made
I
up.
thought she was made up. Yeah.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
made
she's
up.
made up.
And
Yeah, she's a
unimportant.
made up character.
Yeah. So that's why they can kill her.
Even though Katie Holmes was better.
Well,
Whatever.
it didn't matter.
She was irrelevant. Even though they kept trying to make her relevant.
She wasn't that relevant.
Nope.
Maggie Gyllenhaal didn't do a bad job, but we'll get to that.
Her last name is Gyllenhaal, so she married to the one dude?
That's her brother.
That's her brother.
Oh, okay.
Oh my goodness! Why are you just now figuring this out?
Because I really didn't care about her character.
All right. Anyhow, Batman Begins. I do like they're going back to the core of what Batman is.
Yeah.
And you see how they emphasize the whole Batman doesn't kill type of thing. That's my one rule, blah, blah, blah. And that's the reason why he left the League of Shadows and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently that's going to be abandoned in some future series, but I do like how they brought that up. Even with him doing his training in the beginning of the movie, that was pretty good because we never really get a origin Batman. It was
Right.
always Batman is already Batman.
Yeah, I thought it was a good origin story. I did like the fact that he was training, and that's how, like, he spent 7 years trying to, train and find himself and get what he was looking for. So I thought that was cool. You kind of show, I think, more so than all the other movies, like, the damaged part of Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Just, like, how screwed up this dude really is.
Yeah,
And I do like the fact that they used Scarecrow in this movie.
that's true.
Yes.
And they did it well.
I was kind of on the fence about that, too, when I found out that the other villain, along with Ra's al Ghul, was going to be Scarecrow. I was like, okay, how are they going to do this? Because Scarecrow is kind of like a weird character to portray on the big screen, and I felt that they did good.
They
and
did
it was a good
job.
actor to portray Scarecrow too.
Yeah. So yeah, they definitely did a good job with that.
So would we say that this is better than Batman Forever?
Yes.
Or okay, is it better than the original Batman?
No.
All right, so we're gonna go with.
You disagree?
I can go with that. Yeah, I can go with that. Yeah, the original Batman's got some like.
I think I feel like they're next to each other.
Yeah,
but I think the original Batman's better.
Yeah. I could say that they could be like right next to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, can we say like just the scenes portraying how Batman hides in the shadows and stuff? Like that was Christopher Nolan, man. He did an excellent job with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm just thinking about that dock scene, and they don't know where he is, and
And you know what? I kind of like that because you know what? The first Batman was kind of like that too. But I mean, of course, we didn't have like the graphics and things that we have now back then. But that's how that Batman was portrayed too. Like the one scene, it was in the alley.
Mm-hmm. Fighting in the shadows, so you don't really see him, but people are getting beat up.
Yeah. So that was excellent. All right, so we got Batman Begins, Batman Forever.
Yep.
Batman Returns.
Batman Returns. Okay, Batman Forever, Batman Returns, and then we move on to The Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight was great.
Man, I love this movie.
Yes.
Dude, when that movie first came out, I'm telling you, I probably seen that thing like 20 times.
Yeah.
Like I think I seen it in the theater twice, and then like it seemed like every time like we'll go over someone's house, they'd be like, "Let's watch Batman."
Yeah.
Like I've seen this movie so many times, but
I definitely seen it at the theaters twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this goes back to what you were saying, Denise, that it's not Batman, not Christian Bale's Batman that makes these series great. One is the directing, and then the villains, like Heath Ledger, man. He brought the Joker. That was the best portrayal of the Joker yet to come to film, I would think.
Yeah, he nailed it. It just, I think it definitely enhanced the crazy part of the Joker. That he caused chaos just to cause chaos.
Right, he had no reason for what he was doing. And that makes it interesting. It made him interesting to watch, and you wanted to know what. I mean, that's the thing. When you're watching this movie, you wanted to know what the Joker's doing and why you're thinking about his character. And supporting characters, we didn't mention Lucius Fox in the other movie, but
I like Morgan Freeman.
Yeah,
as Lucius Fox.
Yeah, I think that was another thing. Also, another established character that's important to who Batman is.
Yeah,
to have him in that, and I mean, Morgan Freeman's great. So
and then our Jim
He's
Gordon.
one of Lucius Fox is one of the few people that actually know Batman's identity.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah, and then I feel like to me in these movies, the actor choices for these characters has been great. Like I feel like I really like who plays Jim Gordon. Lucius Fox, they got that right. I mean. The Joker, Two-Face, and all of that. I thought, like, everyone was, perfect for their roles.
And that's the thing. Two-Face in this movie was great, too.
Yeah.
He gets overshadowed because of the Joker, but, like, him as a villain in this was perfect. That Harvey Dent story arc.
Yeah.
Like, that was good.
Yeah.
That was good. Like, I mean... And I have to say...
And I like definitely how it was portrayed with, like, Harvey Dent, because... If you know the backstory of like Two-Face from watching the anime series or reading some of the comic books, it's like Harvey Dent already had a conflict within himself from the very beginning, before even becoming the actual Two-Face. Like, because he was just so tired of the justice system on how it was just like, we need another form of justice that goes beyond this. So it's just like him becoming Two-Face and taking on that persona. It's just like he still has that sense of justice, but now it's just like, okay, we're not just going to just leave it up to this. I'm going to handle it. And I just thought like portraying, him actually as Harvey Dent leading up into Two-Face, I thought that was done very well.
Cool. Yeah. So I just remember like first time watching this movie, the suspense I felt in this movie.
Yeah.
One thing, sound design for this movie, 100%.
You really like that sound design category, don't you?
Yeah.
He must.
He keep bringing it up for every movie.
It's important. Sound has a lot to do with movies.
I know. They're just, you don't bring up nothing else. You don't talk about costume design in all the movies.
Oh, well, costume design is good in this too. Yeah. All right, you need my wife to talk about costume design. All right. But yeah, well, I mean, you just think of the score in this movie, like, and how it enhanced the movie.
Yeah.
It just, man, it hammered home, especially with the Joker scenes. They had that, like, continuous rising note being played on a violin, and it just kind of makes you uneasy, and it kind of added to the scenes how uneasy you were about what he was doing. Excellent.
Yeah.
I mean,
and very, very memorable Joker lines in this movie.
Yeah.
Yes. But yeah, no.
I think the most famous one is "Why So Serious."
Yes.
Well, that was in the ad campaign before the movie, right?
I don't remember the ad campaign for this movie.
You want to know how I got these scars?
I don't remember.
Man, whew. He played the mess out of that role.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
Yeah.
it's sad because I'm sure he would have done some other roles really well too. Unfortunately. All right. Then the last of the Nolan movies, The Dark Knight Rises.
Also a great movie.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't rank this one.
Oh, number one.
Okay. Yeah. The Dark Knight,
Yeah.
Batman Begins,
Yes.
Batman Forever,
Batman Returns.
Batman Returns,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
and some
20
gum
other
on the
movies.
bottom of my shoe, and then Batman and Robin. So, The Dark Knight Rises, not as good as The Dark Knight.
No, but it's great though.
It is good. I know there's a lot of people that have some issues with this movie, but I liked it.
I like it. I really like
I
this
actually
movie.
like the portrayal of Bane in this.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
it's completely different than who Bane is, but I think it was portrayed well.
I felt like he was still menacing in a
Yeah.
way,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Which had me concerned when they
And
originally
he
said
kept
Tom Hardy.
his technical thing about himself. It's like Bane always have things planned out ahead of time
Yeah.
for Batman. It's just like, okay, I not only do I want to break Batman, but I want Batman to hurt as much as possible. Then, when he's at his lowest, that's when I'm going to strike.
Yeah, this movie is good.
Yeah.
Well, you merely adopted the darkness.
I was
I was born in it.
Born in it.
Perfect line, man.
You do this as we're not engaged. We are formally engaged.
What I don't like about this movie, Talia.
Talia al Ghul.
Oh, such a waste of such a great character.
Yeah, but it was
Yeah.
ending the series anyway, so
It didn't matter. She was a waste. It was awful.
But I mean, how the stories were written and led up to this point, it would how they did her character matched the movies, though.
Oh,
the
what?
series this in the Nolan series is what he's
Oh,
saying.
I'm like, she ain't matched nothing.
Yeah. No, she did not match the comics, but neither
No,
did
no,
Bane.
no. I was saying for the series.
But I was fine with Bane. But I don't know. Talia,
Yeah.
that really rubbed me the wrong way.
All right.
But
Well,
I think more so because you kind of really didn't know that that's who she was going to be in the movie.
it did make an interesting twist by the end.
Yeah.
I know. It's the reason why you hate Iron Man 3. So we just gonna
Right.
we're gonna leave it alone. But again, they got some really good actors. Joseph Gordon-Levitt brought in this
Yes.
movie.
They should have got him to play Robin. How old was he in 1998?
Yeah, he was young enough to play Robin back then.
He looked, even in this movie, he looked
When
younger
was he,
than Chris
13?
O'Donnell did then.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I would
That's
believe
true.
him more as needing to be adopted.
That's true.
Yeah. So, but I really liked his character in it. That was good. By by the end, I was like, I wish we actually got a Robin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But we had that. Let's say Anne Hathaway.
I like her Catwoman. She wasn't Catwoman, but I liked her.
I mean, she was good. She was good in this movie. I mean, it was.
And honestly, I really don't care for her as an actor. So.
Really, Anne Hathaway's good. She's a good actress.
Anne Hathaway.
I don't like Anne Hathaway.
Really? For real?
Yes, really.
How?
What movies have you seen? Like, she can act.
Intern, Interstellar.
What was wrong with her in Interstellar?
Alice in Wonderland.
She was in Alice in Wonderland.
I mean, she wasn't bad in Interstellar.
I didn't watch it.
But it was
Alice
more
in
like
Wonderland.
Interstellar was more like Matthew McConaughey.
But she was in Oh no, that wasn't her. She was in The Princess Diaries.
Princess Diaries was her. Yeah.
The Devil Wears Prada was her.
Yeah, Devil's Wears Prada.
I didn't watch neither one of those movies.
The Princess Diaries is a good movie.
What was I watching that she was in recently? I forget. But look, don't hate on
Ocean's
Anne
8?
Hathaway.
She's in Ocean's 8, isn't it?
Ocean. That is what I watched.
She's in Les Miserables or whatever it is.
Les Mis. Just say Les Mis.
Les.
Nobody can say the full name. I didn't watch that, but apparently she can sing.
Yeah, she can sing.
So, yeah, man.
See, that's what I'm saying. Maybe because I haven't watched any of the movies.
She's been in some good stuff.
Because they don't interest.
Don't hate on Anne Hathaway. I actually want her to have a role in the MCU somewhere. I think that would be perfect. Mm-hmm. Let's get her in. Let's see. Hold on. Spider-Woman.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, she would be an excellent Spider-Woman. If
and
they
like
figure
3
that
different
out with
ones,
Sony, because for some reason Sony thinks they own Spider-Woman. I don't understand how.
They don't. She's an Avengers character.
Yeah, like, maybe they'll work that out. Because I'm like, Spider-Woman's not a Spider-Man character, so.
Nope.
But there's like 3 different Spider-Women.
Yeah, none of them are Spider-Man characters.
True.
But the most widely known one is Jessica Drew, is her name? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I loved Bane in this movie, Dark Knight Rises. I really liked that. I liked how they did the storyline where Batman broke his back. I know it was a bit different, but still, I think it worked out.
To still have that in there, and I think Denise over here, before the movie even came out, he needs to break Batman's back. You can't have Bane without him breaking his back.
That's a fact,
And they did it in the movie.
They did it.
Right, yes. You have to have done that.
I have to say, that fight was brutal. Like,
yeah, it was.
Jeez.
Yeah, no, he wasn't on that.
Yeah. So, excellent movie. I guess I'll put it right below... Oh, wait.
So, is it better than Batman Dark Knight?
No.
Is it better than the original Batman?
Yes. You don't think?
I don't know, man.
I was going to go with the original Batman.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I'm outvoted.
And I'll put it right below the original Batman.
Okay. Yep. I agree.
So, we got, so far, The Dark Knight, Batman, Dark Knight Rises, Batman Begins, Batman Forever,
Batman and Robin.
What?
No, you forgot Batman Returns.
Batman Returns.
Batman Returns, Batman and Robin.
Right, it's just Batman Returns, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then, a piece of tissue that I've wiped my butt with, and then Batman and Robin.
Oh my goodness. The next movie. Is that Batman v Superman?
So the next movie is Batman v Superman.
Batman v Superman. Oh, let's talk about this movie.
It's bad.
It's better than Justice League.
Full name: Batman v Dawn of Justice.
Dawn of Justice. So, the problem with the movie,
everything.
The problem with the movie is the setup. Because remember, this is the year of the verses, right? Everybody had versus movies coming out. We had Civil War come out in the same. And everybody argues, that's on the side of DC, these are the same movies. Why did Marvel do so well? Well, it's not as that the premise is the same for the movies, but it was not executed the same. One, the people in Civil War had a reason to fight, and it was their ideals, which made you feel for the characters and made the fight feel so real. In this, they built up different things, but then they tore them back down. Superman's reason for fighting Batman was that he was this loose cannon, and he was just doing whatever he wanted, and Superman can't have that. Batman's reason for fighting Superman was that he could go bad at any time, and we can't trust him, especially after the destruction that he caused in Metropolis in his first movie. But it was undercut because you put Lex Luthor in there, and so now Superman's fighting Batman not because he thinks he's a bad superhero, but because Lex Luthor is making him fight him.
Right. Can we talk about how bad Lex Luthor is?
We will get to Lex Luthor.
Oh, okay.
And then...
Do we?
No, we need to.
We need to. And then Batman obviously didn't have a strong reason for fighting Superman if he could stop just by coming to the realization, oh, he has a mother too. That shouldn't be a strong enough reason for him, Batman, if he had a real good reason for fighting him,
right,
to stop.
Right.
First of all, let's just say, I feel like, real talk, Batman would not care.
He would not care. And they should have followed the comics on the multiple reasons why Superman and Batman fought in the past. It's usually ideals, which is the same.
Wasn't it supposed to be based off of that? What's that guy's name? Mark Miller, or somebody or another.
Yeah.
The Batman Returns comic.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't they just do that?
I don't know.
Okay.
They should have done that, but they didn't. And that's the thing, because usually they fight based on differing ideals, and
not that they feel that one or the other is bad.
Yeah, and I'm not going to say this movie didn't set up some things well, because it did at first. They were setting some stuff up, but then...
Yeah. Well, like you said, they set up well, but then to get to the fight, you tore down the whole story.
Yeah. Of
everything. So it was like the build-up that you had just for it to get to that. And it was just... That was dumb.
Yeah. So... And then you had Lex Luthor, who, I don't know.
Just a horrible, horrible choice. First of all, how hard is it to cast Lex Luthor? Why have we yet to get a good Lex Luthor?
We were asking for, what's his face?
We had a good Lex Luthor ever. And I'm talking about even with Christopher Reeves.
We were talking about, we wanted the Breaking Bad dude, Bryan Cranston.
Oh, yeah.
Would have been great.
Yeah. Would have been great.
Yeah, we already know he looks okay with a bald head, so yeah.
So that's what everyone was calling for.
Well,
we got Jesse Eisenberg.
Talk about Jeremy Irons being
what, Alfred? I mean, he wasn't bad in the role.
I just felt that was a weird choice too.
It's not a portrayal of Alfred that you expect, but I felt like he did what he had to with the role they gave him.
Which was what?
I don't know. Because, I mean, to be honest, it's not the actors. Like, Amy Adams isn't a bad Lois Lane. It's just what you give her to do.
Yeah.
Definitely Henry Cavill. He's not a bad Superman.
And now we lost him as Superman, right?
Yeah, we lost him as Superman.
So, that was horrible. I mean, I felt like you had a good Superman. He looks like Christopher Reeves. And
yeah,
you ruined it.
And it's like, I don't know. And they wanted to put this, and at the end... And another thing that happens is, like, you had this movie with these people going head-to-head, and then at the end, they're buddies. And you gotta see how Civil War ended. Why everyone's like, oh, Captain wrote a letter, now they're buddies. No, that's not what that letter was saying.
No. It was the world better be destroyed if you want me to come back, and I got your back. But
and they
done.
left on differing terms. Yeah. Like they were not together. They were not in the same room, buddy. Cap is a criminal, and Iron Man.
But isn't that how the comic ends?
Yeah.
With like a letter and a cell phone, like if you need me. But until then, we done, fam.
Yeah. So, it's different. And here because they needed to build the Justice League.
Which I felt like they really forced, and it was annoying how they did it. Like when they were having like those flashes of like those little flying thingies that be in Apocalypse. Is that the name of the planet he be on?
Apocalypse, yeah.
Yeah, those, and then the little thing with the flash coming out the computer thing. And
there were a lot of forced little things in here. Yeah. Like trying to world building is what they call it, but it's forced world building.
Well, you try to force it all into one movie.
Yeah.
Which just.
And Batman's detective work consisted of opening emails and sending them to Wonder Woman. Good job, Batman.
Yeah, this Batman and this Bruce Wayne, they did not capture who Batman is for real at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he goes, that's more of the Justice League, going around telling the whole world he Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, the execution wasn't there by the end of the movie. At least I could sit through most of this movie. We'll talk about the Justice League after this. But let's rank Batman v Superman.
At the bottom.
What's on the bottom of ours?
Batman and Robin?
Not Batman and Robin. That's
Batman Returns.
Batman Returns.
It's worse than Batman Returns. Don't even.
Is it worse than? Okay.
It is a lot worse than Batman Returns.
It's worse than Batman Returns, but it is better than Batman and Robin.
Okay.
What's above Batman and Batman Returns? Batman Forever?
Yeah.
Are we gonna put Batman Forever above this movie?
Yes.
Only because
Come on, like objectively looking at, I know we said we're not doing objective rankings, but is this a better made movie than Batman Forever?
Okay, but see, here's my problem with that. Batman Returns is better than this movie. So if we put it above Batman Forever, we gotta move Batman Returns up.
True.
So we can flip it. Batman Returns can go above
let's
Batman
do that,
Forever.
because I don't feel right putting Batman Forever above this movie. I know I have my hate for Batman v Superman, but...
Wow, I don't agree with y'all at all on this one.
I don't agree with him, but he seems really passionate about this.
No, we can leave it. We can leave it the same. I just feel like when I put the two movies next to each other, it's like...
Really?
Come on. Well, because...
Dude, I will watch Batman Forever before I watch Batman.
I would too, but I'm talking about like quality of movie. Like...
None of them are quality.
Yeah, it's not quality. No. All right, let's put it right below Batman Returns.
Okay.
All right. Oof, man, it's harsh. That's harsh. Okay. Next up is Justice League.
Now, why are we including the Justice League in this?
Because Batman's in it, and there's not a lot of Batman movies.
Okay.
I mean, come on, we would include it, right?
I'm fine. I just want to know if there's a reason.
I mean, I guess if you rank the Iron Man movies, you would have to include a lot of the Marvel movies in it.
The tagline for the movie, "You can't save the world alone."
Really?
That was the tagline?
That's the first time I ever heard this.
Yep. That was the tagline.
Okay, well, it sucked.
It's worse than Batman v Superman.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Because at least...
It is. Honestly, dude, if you take out how horrible Bane was from Batman and Robin, let's say Bane wasn't in the movie, I would rank Batman and Robin above this one.
Oh my gosh. I can't agree with you on that one.
Dude, the Justice League is awful.
It is, dude.
It is awful.
Oh, well, you also got to take out a Storm, too.
Well, you had that one redeeming scene where Superman beats up the whole league.
That was redeeming in what way?
That was a sweet scene.
It was kind of redeeming because I enjoyed the scene.
I didn't. First of all, can we talk about how bad their CGI work is?
Oh, CGI was horrible in this. Yeah. And then didn't they work on this movie for a really long time?
Probably get rid of his mustache.
But the problem was the switching directors and studio interference. There was a lot of issues surrounding this movie.
I think they put the pressure on themselves
Yeah.
to hurry up and push this movie. Honestly, I feel if they took their time with the movie, it would have been okay.
Yeah. My biggest issue with this movie was it was boring. Like, I tried to rewatch it, and it was just boring.
It is.
Like I said, I rewatched Aquaman the other day, and at least
Did you buy Aquaman?
Yeah, I have Aquaman. I know you hate Aquaman. It's fine. It's not a bad movie.
I don't believe you gave $14.99 to this.
Goodness. Taylor wanted to see the movie. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I have the Aquaman movie. I also own Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman is a good movie.
Aquaman's a decent movie.
Whatever. We're talking about the Justice League.
Okay. Yeah,
Anyway,
Justice League.
Back to the Justice League.
It's just bad. And
But
Superman
I agree
comes and
with you
saves
with
the
it
day.
being boring. I do agree with you with it being.
Yeah, it's just I can't even remember the movie. It was just that bad. I only seen it once, and it was a waste of 2 hours.
Yeah. So, it's worse than Batman v Superman.
Yep.
Yeah.
So those are our rankings. So we got number one.
Say it out.
Yeah.
Number one is Batman: The Dark Knight.
Mm-hmm.
You want to move on to number two? Or...
Number two.
Number two. Oh, I thought you guys were going to say something. Number two is Batman.
Yep.
Number three is Batman: Dark Knight Rises.
Okay.
Number four is Batman Begins. Number five is Batman Forever. Number six is Batman Returns. Number 7 is Batman v Superman. Number 8 is Justice League.
Then there's
And number 9.
Wait.
Negative.
Then there's some roadkill. A squirrel and a raccoon that got ran over at the same time. And then Batman and Robin.
Batman and Robin.
So those are our Batman movie rankings.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was interesting. So yeah, tell us what you guys thought about the Batman movies and the latest iteration of Batman in cinema, and what you guys think about. We are getting another Batman movie coming soon.
Oh, who's going to be in it?
Huh?
Who's going to be in it?
I forget. They're getting a new Batman.
I know. Who?
I don't know who's going to be in it.
Okay.
But it's supposed to
Is
be.
this the continuation? Or is it a reboot?
I don't know if this is a standalone.
Who knows anymore?
I don't know what DC's doing. This might be a standalone, kind of like the Joker is. However, the story seems interesting. It's going to be set in Arkham Asylum, and the whole movie, he's got to escape from Arkham Asylum.
So it's like the game.
Like the game, yeah.
That's interesting, I guess.
Yeah. So they might do a good job.
Then they should just name it Arkham.
I think it's called The Batman because
he's the Batman.
he's the Batman.
Okay.
I do want to see a Robin. Can we get a Nightwing
Arkham
movie?
Is a better
That
name.
would be cool.
Yeah, a Nightwing movie would be awesome.
Yeah.
But see, since they got that Teen Titans show universe, I don't.
Oh, the Teen Titans on the DC. I think they're bringing that to Hulu or something. So when it comes on Hulu, I'm going to check that out because I'm not paying for the DC streaming. I might see what it's like.
I mean, the review says it's a decent show.
Yeah, I heard it was decent. The trailer didn't make it look like it was good.
No, and I honestly, I mean, granted, I can only go off the trailers. I don't like how they got Nightwing portrayed, but I might get over it if it's a good show, I guess.
Yeah. So.
Well, they got Nightwing portrayed as dark as well.
Well, not even that. He's just a
Like
little
Batman.
bit too angry.
Yeah.
Like
It was a bit too much.
Yes. Just a bit.
But Dick Grayson is like that in the comic books.
Well, him and
That's why
Batman
they
doesn't get along, yes, but he's not how they had him.
Yeah.
But
So.
Yeah.
But yeah. Those are those. So, let's go with the last segment here. What you doing? So let's start with Denise.
Okay, so I know last week you was talking about how Tom Holland was in that movie Cherry. He's getting ready to come out, and you said you were going to read it. I figured you were never actually going to read this book.
I did look it up.
The library didn't have it, but they had the audio version of it. Mm-hmm. I hope the movie's better.
Oh, is the book not good?
It's just, it's not what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like a soldier who went to war and his life got turned upside down when he comes back.
Yeah.
But okay, this is how much I didn't like it. I didn't finish it.
Oh, wow.
But it was like his life was worthless before he went to the army. All he did was sit around, do drugs, and did nothing. And then went to the army because his girlfriend moved away. She didn't die or anything. She just moved.
Oh.
And he's like, I'm going to join the army. So I didn't get that far. Maybe something bad happens to him in Afghanistan. I would try to finish it, but so far I am not feeling it.
Okay. All right. Well, the movie might be better.
Yeah.
Okay. I did look up. I saw I had an audio book, but I didn't sign up for Audible, so.
You don't need Darren. Get a library card. And then you can borrow it from...
What's this thing called? A library that you're speaking of?
Oh, my goodness.
I've never heard of this place.
You can read it for free.
It's a magical place of free books?
I know, crazy, right?
Oh, man.
Goodness.
Didn't know you can still get free things these days.
Oh.
You can even listen to CDs for free.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
New ones.
I might do this library card thing that you keep speaking of. Derek, what you doing?
Oh, before I get into what I'm doing, when we were talking about the Justice on it, it is the 4th most expensive movie ever made.
Oof.
Man, they did not spend wisely.
No, reshoots was the problem. Basically, they reshot
a lot
of that movie that cost a lot of money.
Yep. But on to what I'm doing. It's March Madness. Watching the college basketball games.
Hooray.
And my bracket ended after the 7th game. So no perfect bracket. But I can tell you guys that they do say that there are only 2 perfect... Oh, this is weird. It just popped up. There is only 1 perfect bracket right now. I was going to say that there's 2 perfect brackets left, but it just popped up. This is live. 1 perfect bracket is left.
I'm going to say our audience doesn't care about this.
You don't know. They can like sports because you don't.
I didn't say they didn't like sports, but fine. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Even people that don't even watch college basketball fill out a bracket for March Madness.
Yeah, Taylor's boss has a bracket.
See?
Yeah.
See?
All right.
Yeah.
So
March Madness, baby.
Here's what I've been doing, guys. The podcast now has a Facebook page. Yay. So we set it up, and you guys can join the Facebook page, and you can comment, and we'll have a little polls and even listen to the podcast on there. So we'll be talking about our future topics, so you can get an idea of what's coming up in the future, and maybe we'll read your comments out on the podcast. So that's going to be facebook.com/3D Rivals. So if you want to check that out, that would be perfect.
Hit that like button.
Hit the like. Is there even a like button? I guess so.
On Facebook, yes, there is. Hit that like button. Hit that like and that follow.
Like and follow. So we got it that set up. Like and follow the page. Also, of course, if you want to reach out to us through email, we're at 3drivals@gmail.com. All right, everyone. Thank you very much for listening. And remember, next week, catch us because it's the same bat time and the same bat channel. Peace out.